The sky over Houston turned a bruised purple yesterday, a warning that became a war. The first drops hit like pebbles, then the sky unleashed a vertical assault of water. Within an hour the city's hum was drowned by the roar of the storm. Thunder shook windows. Radar showed a massive system parked over Harris County pulling moisture from the Gulf and dumping it relentlessly. Rainfall rates hit 5-6 inches per hour. This wasn't rain, it was a waterfall. Bayous swelled, then overflowed, flooding streets and neighborhoods. Alerts blared, flash flood emergency. Not a warning, flooding was happening now. Water rose with shocking speed, puddles became lakes in minutes. The city's drainage systems failed. Manhole covers danced, gutters became rapids. Houston was under siege, its vulnerabilities exposed. This is the new reality, more frequent, more intense storms. Houstonians know floods, Harvey, Allison, Imelda. But each new storm brings fresh trauma. The question isn't if it will flood, but how bad it will be this time. As the rain kept falling, the answer became clear. The city was being swallowed, its people bracing for the worst. In a matter of hours, Houston transformed from a bustling metropolis to a city fighting for survival. The storm didn't just test infrastructure, it tested the spirit of millions. The city's scars run deep, and the water keeps coming. This is life in the age of extremes. The siege isn't over, the city waits, water rising, hope tested. And this is just the beginning. The transformation was shockingly fast. Major highways became canals, cars submerged, hazard lights blinking under brown water. Drivers faced impossible choices, stay trapped or risk wading through dangerous currents. Hundreds abandoned vehicles, monuments to the storm's power. In neighborhoods like Meyerland and Kingwood, lawns and mailboxes vanished underwater. Water crept into homes, violating living rooms and bedrooms. Streets disappeared, only rooftops remained visible. Debris and memories floated by in a toxic soup. Bayous, meant to protect, became the source of disaster. Braes, white oak, all overwhelmed. The city's infrastructure, built for a different era, was no match. Flooding paralyzed Houston, isolating entire communities. Emergency vehicles couldn't reach those in need. The city's basic functions ground to a halt. A few hours of rain brought a city of millions to its knees. Nature's power, once again, proved humbling. We spoke to Maria Rodriguez, East End resident for 30 years. It came so fast, she said. I looked out and the water was already in my yard. In 20 minutes it was at my door. Towels couldn't stop it. Water pushed in, cold and dirty, leaving a 3-foot watermark on her wall. Everything is gone. Photos, toys, just mud now. David Chen tried to drive home from his night shift, misjudged a flooded underpass. The car died, water came in. I had to break the window to get out. He waited on his car roof for rescue, watching other vehicles disappear. His car is gone, his sense of security shattered. The Thompson family in Kingwood rebuilt after the last flood. Elevated furniture, flood-proof doors. We did everything right, Sarah Thompson said, and still lost everything again. The emotional toll is immense, a cycle of loss and rebuilding. These aren't just stories, they're evidence of a recurring nightmare. For every person we met, thousands more share the same fate. The loss is personal. Safety, memories, peace of mind. Every hard rain brings anxiety and fear. People watch water levels, check forecasts and pray. The human cost lingers long after the water recedes. This is the price paid in tears and trauma. The city's resilience is tested again and again. The scars are deep, the fear constant, but the stories of survival endure. Houston's spirit persists, even as the water rises. When the water rises, the call goes out, and they answer. Firefighters, police, and Cajun Navy volunteers performed hundreds of rescues. High-water vehicles and boats navigated flooded streets and neighborhoods. Their mission saved lives, despite hidden dangers, submerged cars, downed lines, chemical hazards. 911 centers were overwhelmed, dispatchers fielding thousands of desperate calls. People trapped in attics, stranded on rooftops, stuck in cars. First responders triaged emergencies, prioritizing the most critical. Their courage was on full display, risking their own safety for others. The situation remains active. Rescue operations ongoing, water still high in many areas. Officials urge people to stay off roads. Door-to-door checks continue. The scale is massive, stretching resources thin. Staging areas for boats now sit on flooded parking lots. Coordination between agencies is critical, but the need is overwhelming. These heroes are the city's last line of defense. Their work will continue for days. We owe them our gratitude and more support. Every drop of rain has a price tag. Early estimates, $8 to $12 billion in immediate losses for Houston, likely to rise. The economic shockwave ripples across Texas, with total costs possibly exceeding $15 billion. Damage includes homes, businesses, infrastructure, and agriculture. Insurance, federal aid, and taxpayer dollars will foot the bill. Tens of thousands of properties flooded, many must be gutted and rebuilt. Thousands of cars are total losses. Many lack flood insurance, financial ruin for some. The Port of Houston shut down, delaying billions in trade. Major corporations and small businesses closed, some may never reopen. Productivity and wages lost, the ripple effects are enormous. This isn't just a weather event, it's an economic disaster. Wealth erased, assets destroyed, recovery slow. With storms growing more frequent, the cost is becoming unsustainable. The true price is measured in both dollars and disrupted lives. The region faces a long, expensive road to recovery. This isn't just about Houston. Texas faces a growing flood risk. Nearly 1.3 million properties statewide are at substantial risk. Houston and Harris County are ground zero, but the threat is everywhere. Galveston battles storm surge and rising seas. San Antonio faces deadly flash floods. Dallas, with its sprawling concrete, is vulnerable to urban flooding. Coastal, riverine, and urban flash flooding threaten every region. In Houston, over 200,000 buildings sit in the 100-year floodplain, but storms often exceed those boundaries. San Antonio and Galveston have thousands of homes in high-risk zones. The risk is real and growing. The question isn't if these cities will flood, but when and how badly. Texas's geography and changing climate create a perfect storm. Millions live with this danger every day. The numbers are stark, the threat undeniable. The time to act is now. Why does Houston keep flooding? It's not just one thing. Climate change is fueling stronger, slower storms. More rain, more often. Houston's flat, clay-based landscape doesn't absorb water, it runs off. Decades of urban sprawl have paved over natural drainage. More concrete means more runoff, overwhelming bayous and drainage systems. Subsidence, land sinking from groundwater pumping, makes it worse. Some areas have sunk up to 10 feet, reducing drainage and increasing vulnerability. These factors create a dangerous feedback loop: more rain, more runoff, less drainage. Each makes the others worse. We're increasing our vulnerability as the threat grows. It's a collision course with disaster, playing out in real time. The city's choices, past and present, shape its future risk. The storms are only getting stronger. Houston's struggle is a warning for cities everywhere. What's the solution? After Harvey, billions were allocated for flood mitigation. Projects like widening bayous and building retention basins aim to move water out faster. New regulations require better drainage in new developments. But is it enough? Many experts say no. Engineering alone can't solve a 21st century problem. Some call for buyouts in flood-prone areas, returning land to green space. Green infrastructure, permeable pavements, and rain gardens can help absorb water. These are tough political decisions, but necessary. The risk isn't going away, storms will get worse. Yesterday's flood is a preview of the future for Texas and beyond. This is a statewide, national issue, requiring coordinated action. We must build smarter, prepare better, and face the risks honestly. The safety of millions depends on it. The clock is ticking.